Back to the Birdies and Bourbon show. Dan, do I look any different? Do I look different too?
You look like a well-traveled man. You know, you're beaten down.
That is a great way to frame that up. I had an opportunity to spend, I don't know, was it 5 days in Bandon, Oregon, with 7 great dudes, and got to play 8 rounds of golf. Let me tell you this. If anybody ever says you got to go to Bandon Dudes, the answer to that is absolutely. When can I go? Well, we were having such a good time, we decided we were going to book our next trip. So let's get one on the calendar. Let's go after it.
Nice.
So the gentleman that set this trip up, he makes the call and he says, yeah, they're not accepting reservations until August of 2024.
Wow.
So needless to say, we'll be spending the week after Thanksgiving at Bandon Dunes in 2024. But holy shit, man, is this? Here's what I would tell you. And by the way, I'm going to be recording with Chasing Daylight podcast here soon to kind of recap this. So some of it may be a little bit of a repeat, but here's what I would say is you don't have to be a good golfer, but you have to be a serious golfer to be able to take Bandon on. And reason being, no carts. So we were walking 15 miles a day. We played 36 a day. So we were getting 15 miles in. You don't ever ask the question, is it going to rain today? Because the answer is absolutely, it's going to rain today. You just need to know how many times is it going to rain and how long is it going to last. You probably checked out some of the videos that we posted on Instagram, birdies_bourbon. And there was one morning we were playing Sheep Ranch. So it was probably Wednesday morning, excuse me. I had like a 7:35 tee time or something crazy. And no shit, man. I mean, when I tell you that it was a monsoon, it was the wind was blowing so hard and it was raining so much, it was stinging my face. Like literally, it was almost like hail coming at us. So I think we finished like 13 or 14 holes, and then we because there was so much water on the greens, and you really couldn't do anything with it. It was a fun experience. I can tell you this: the next time I go to Bandon, November 2024, if I wake up and it looks like that outside, I believe I'll just take myself up to the lodge and set the buffet and have a few cocktails and a few extra plates and wait on it to calm down. So.
Nice. How was the meatloaf?
The meatloaf was good. It was while I'm not a chef, I do fancy myself an amateur cook and mixologist, by the way. Great bourbon selection. But,
really?
Oh yeah. So the meatloaf was good. The gravy was good on the meatloaf. The green beans. I mean, they had those things cooked perfectly. So yeah, it was solid. It is definitely something you have to try. However, it's not the best thing I had to eat at Bandon.
Ooh.
Let me think of where we were. Were we at the Sheep Ranch? Maybe Bandon Trails. I got to think about this one. So this is some homework for me. However. Okay. There is a hot pastrami sandwich I swear, I think it's, I think it's Sheep Ranch. And holy shit, that's the best thing. We actually went back and got another one. It was so good. So,
how does it compare to like Carnegie? Is it Carnegie used to do that right before it closed? And all?
So not a traditional New York deli kind of sandwich where you're getting rye bread and all that. So this was it was shaved pastrami, but then it's got it's kind of on a hoagie roll, got some provolone on there. I think it's got a kind of an aioli sauce on it, some cooked onions, and so not any
But it was good though. That's awesome.
It was so good. Yeah, it was so good. They've got more Buffalo Trace in Oregon than they do in Kentucky, I think. which okay, whatever. I did have some good liquor finds. I'll talk a little more about the golf in a sec. I don't want to spoil too much for the Chasing Daylight pod, but we did make a few stops at some liquor stores. I did score a couple bottles of Elijah Craig 18 year. I haven't cracked them yet, but I never see those on the shelf. Yeah, you don't either. And if you were to, it definitely wouldn't be at retail. I think I paid like 149 or 59, something like that a bottle. And something else. Oh, and I got a bottle of Caribou Crossing single barrel, which is allocated, can't find it. So, and they only have one of those, right? I bought multiples. I did. So
Nice.
the Caribou's got the, you know how Blanton's has a little horse on top? The Caribou, it's got a caribou on top of it. And I'm like, shit, there's no way that thing's going to make it home, man. It's just no way. But luckily, who did I fly back? United Airlines didn't break any clubs, didn't break any bottles, didn't lose any bags. I mean, it worked out perfectly. So
nice. Good job, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. But so golf wise, and I'll give the ranking when I record with Joe and Matt and the guys.
Sounds good.
However, there's not a bad course out there. There's every course has its own personality, if you will. I've never played as many holes along the ocean, much less the Pacific Ocean. I mean, I don't know how many, 30-40% of the holes are probably on the water. I didn't lose that many balls, oddly enough. It is big and friendly. It is resort style, so you can get around through there. However, I would say that Bandon Dunes has ruined golf for many bodies. And I say that because if we get a foursome together, here we go. And, all of a sudden Mark can't make it. And he's like, oh yeah, something came up at home. The wife won't let me, blah, blah, blah. So we got to find an extra person. So you call up your one casual buddy that comes out a few times a year. And you're like, hey, we're going to Bandon, going to get away for a week. Do you want to go? And that buddy says yes. That buddy will hate you for the rest of his life. I mean, it is, I'm telling you, man, I've never been wetter. I've never walked as much. I've never been more challenged by the wind. It was just everything about it. I mean, and I'm not making it sound real attractive, but if you are a golf fan, if you're a golf nerd and you like to just nerd out on this stuff, it's one of those experiences that you can't explain it to somebody. It's just so before you put the list together of who you're going to invite, once you've been, who can and who can't get an invitation. And I would say there are a lot more can'ts than there are cans. Interesting. Just my personal opinion. Yeah, it would not have been a lot of fun for a lot of people. So
awesome. Well, you had a great time then. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's good. You definitely fly into Eugene. Don't fly into Portland. I think Eugene, it was a solid 2.5 hour drive from the airport to the resort. I mean, it's in the middle of BFE, man. I mean, it's in fucking nowhere. And there's nothing around it. I mean, if you want to go get something to eat off resort, you're driving at least 30 minutes. I did have a little luck at the casino out there though. So that was the blackjack dealer was treating us right. So that was positive.
Nice.
That's probably 30 or 45 minutes away from the casino, but it was we incorporated a little card. I mean, what's a golf trip without cards, man? Come on. Why deal them yourself when you can pay somebody else to do it?
Exactly. Awesome. Good deal, man. Well, a lot of stuff happened last week while you were gone.
The first thing that happened, you got Mojave 2 times.
Mojave 2 times. Yeah.
But so hold on, you'll help me with the name of the band here. Who was it? I want to say it was Lionel Richie, but I don't know who sang Caribbean Queen. That's because we have got to anoint Victor Hovland as the Caribbean King. I mean, this guy gets it done, man. I think he's had 12 starts outside. Billy Ocean, excuse me. Sorry about that, Billy. Well, he's won in Puerto Rico. He's won twice in Mexico. He's won twice now in the Bahamas. I mean, it's him. It's like the next partners match that they play in. I mean, his walkout song has got to be Caribbean King.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Yeah. I mean, what is that guy got going on? And holy shit, I was watching the recap earlier, and of Sunday. Yeah, I didn't take much of it in, obviously, but I was watching some of the highlights, and he may be Viktor Hovland, maybe the most underrated. I don't know. Is this a fair statement? Is Viktor Hovland the most underrated ball striker on the PGA Tour? I want your opinion. By the way, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, Birdies and Bourbon podcast, leave a comment. Who do you think the most underrated ball striker is on the PGA Tour? What's your opinion, Dan?
I think he is. I mean, just simply because he hasn't, he did well in the Open last year, right? But hasn't performed that well in the majors. Hasn't won that much on the big events, the big marquee kind of events with, like Riv and all that, Muirfield and all that kind of stuff, right? Hasn't done that well in all those places. So he kind of got overlooked and outshined because of the success of Morikawa and Scotty Scheffler. And he hasn't done that kind of, pedigree yet, right? If you will. So yeah, I think 100% this could be the year of Vic. It feels like a Cam Smith year for Vic.
I'm there with you, man. Here's the secret sauce. Secret sauce is if he putts even remotely close to what he did at the Hero, signed, sealed, and done, baby. I mean, that is that you've got a major champion coming up at some point. I don't know which one it's going to be, but but he absolutely, if he keeps that putter hot, you absolutely have you got a major contender. I'll leave it at that. Major contender.
Yeah. And look, Scotty played well last week. I mean, we haven't seen him play well in a while either. So that was good to see as well, because a little concerning. I mean, he obviously hit a floor second half of the season last year, right? But it just shows that he's that kind of player. The caliber is right there.
Yeah, he was chasing the last round at least. I mean, he was chasing him down, man. He was right there. A little bobble there with Hovland on 18.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Scotty definitely had him in his sights, and I don't know. So thinking back to the Masters and Scotty Scheffler winning that this year, right? He and Cam Smith kind of going toe to toe. Scotty didn't have a vest on for the Hero, so that could be part of the issue. He didn't have the wardrobe change, and I know it's warm. It's like 85 degrees. He could have worn a cooling vest.
Get him a PFD down there.
They make a cooling vest. He could have worn a cooling vest. He could have got on and off. But so do you think Scheffler? So do you think we're going to see a similar performance in 2023 that we saw in Scotty Scheffler last season? That's part A of the question, and then B is: do you think Scheffler is better if he's in the lead or if he's chasing?
I think Scheffler is better in the lead, and I don't know if we'll see that similar kind of performance. I think we'll see him do well, but we all know there's a big difference between playing well and winning. And winning's a skill, right? And he hit that heater, man. He had a huge heater, like Finau was on a heater, right?
For sure.
And they just get that little heater, and we get those little bursts, and they win a lot, but outside of that, they just place well a lot. And I think we're going to see Scheffler place well a lot. I don't know if we'll see the same kind of breakout winning type of year this coming year as we saw last year.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Who else kind of played good? Cam Young played good, finished third at the Hero World Challenge. JT. Where did Rahm finish? Rahm finished. Yeah, I don't know. Rahm's interesting. Finau finished seventh. So I don't know. I guess Viktor Hovland got OWGR points for this thing in a 20 person invitational no cut event.
Well, I was thinking that on Saturday. I saw like somebody posted somewhere, and I said, Scheffler could overtake and become number one in the world this week. I'm like, for this event, really? For a 20-player no cut event in the off season in the Bahamas? Okay.
Yeah,
wow,
everything about
way
that.
To go.
Yeah, everything about that package just what do they looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
Exactly.
It's well, Hero does have one more letter than Live, so maybe it's a four letter naming convention that has to be
man,
to be considered.
They were throwing some mud at Live this week, weren't they? With the pressers, the Sharks got to go. If we're going to come together and do collab, the Sharks got to go, and Shark said, I don't pay much attention to those guys, so I'm not going anywhere.
Hold on before we jump into that. I want to go there, but
Yeah.
Where I'm heading with that is, yes, I did catch some of that on Twitter and
Mhm.
some of the noise that they were making. So there was a players meeting in the Bahamas,
Mhm.
right? And
That's
I,
yeah.
I don't know,
Mhm.
is he going to get like what's the kid's name on the Peanuts? Pigpen. Pigpen walks around and he's got that little black cloud kind of following him around. It's like every time
Mhm.
Tiger gets together with these guys, he's starting to get something stirred up. So I
Oh
don't know if
yeah.
I don't know if he's running Monahan off or what's happening, but we'll talk about the match here in a second. But so Tiger, I'll say Tiger and players hold a players meeting in the Bahamas prior to the Hero World Challenge. Where's Rory McIlroy?
He was down there, wasn't he? Was he not down there?
He didn't.
I thought he was.
He didn't play.
Hmm. I thought I saw his name. Maybe they're just talking about him.
No, he didn't play. So I'm wondering how the Golden Boy feels about this players meeting and the comments of Tiger saying, we have to do something about this. And so
Mhm.
who's we? Is that we Tiger? Is it we the players? Is it we Jay Monahan? Is it we the fans? Who has to do something about it? That's
Yeah.
what I'm interested in, is who is we? And
That's,
speaking of Tiger, he was very definitive in his interviews, by the way. I mean,
yeah.
he gave a lot of detail about
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Very
What we
Tiger-esque. Yeah.
we got multiple surgeries that occurred this year nobody knew about. Not going to discuss what they were. Just letting you know I had them. We got. I'm planning to play in all four majors. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yep.
And maybe another event or two.
Mhm.
Be thinking about this. I want to know what events do you think Tiger's going to play in outside of the majors, and do you
Mm.
think he's going to play in all four majors? And if not, where do you think he's going to be at? And I'll close it with this, or I'll open it up to you with this. If you're listening or watching, leave a comment and let us know what tournaments, what one tournament do you think Tiger's going to play outside of the majors?
Mhm. I think he plays Muirfield, number one, right? The Jack. Gonna play for Jack. I
Okay,
put Riven. I put Riven there too.
hold on. So hold on. Let's go for the Memorial.
Mhm.
And I mean that's no secrets, right? I mean, Jack said what 2 years ago, right after the tournament, he said, "Yeah, we're going to make this thing harder. We're gonna fix this. You'll not shoot those scores the next time." And yeah, they've made it tough. Again, the golf ability is not an issue. It's can he navigate around the Memorial for 4 days? And that's what I don't know. I would say that makes that one a little bit of a challenge, but I do think that that's one that he would probably try to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
If he can.
You said what's next?
Riv.
Okay, Riviera. So he's going to be hosting that.
Mhm.
He was also hosting the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas, and he WD'd. Said, and by the way, so I've been plagued before with plantar fasciitis.
Mm.
And if you don't know what this is not a medical or educational program, by the way. So don't take our word for it. But
Mhm.
it's like the bottom of your foot. It's like a ligament that runs along the bottom. It's like when you
Mhm.
strain it. So
Yeah.
you'll never believe this, but I used to run a lot. And in some of the longer races that I would enter, I would come out of those things with plantar fasciitis. Now, my thing is like, oh, he just came down with it. Like it's not. I mean, yes, it occurs, but it occurs over an extended period of time. From
Yeah.
my personal experience, it's I'm at mile 18 and I can tell that I've hurt something in my foot.
Yeah.
It's not. I woke up this morning and I tested positive for COVID.
So how long do you think he knew he had it?
Allegedly.
How long did he know he had it, or did he even have it?
Well, that's my thing. That's a pretty benign, like, so, I mean, we could speculate all day long. We won't do it too much, but I'm thinking that, is this, he talked about the surgeries. Now he's got plantar fasciitis. Was was this a remodel of the leg, right? And something in the foot, right? That where he had something kind of fixed and worked on, and maybe plantar fasciitis could have happened as a result of that. And that's just an easy way to throw it out there, so you don't have to let people see behind the curtain. I don't know. I thought it was kind of odd, but so back to Riv. I mean he's hosting.
Yeah.
I don't think that means anything. Based on what we just saw this past weekend. I mean, he's had success at Riviera, but again, that's the Riviera is the first tee. It's like that huge downhill tee shot. And like, I don't know if he can handle that walk. I mean, that's going to
maybe he should just do his best for golf and just just the hero is now Tigers, and we just give the Hero World Challenge, make it the Max Homa Open.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I don't know. They're probably coining. They're going to give the Riv to Homa. I think going to give the Riv to Homa.
Yeah, you got to give it to him. Yeah, it's just like it's his dream to win there and play there and everything else, right? Yeah, so it's all him. So, sponsored by Twitter.
Elon Musk, man of the year. You heard it here first. Yeah, so Memorial, I think there's a lot of signs that say yes, that is. There's a few things that just I don't know if he can handle it. Same way with Riv. A lot of things say yes. I don't know if he can handle it. Here's one that I kind of think that makes a lot of sense. It's Arnie's tournament, right? So it's Bay Hill. He's had a lot of success there, multiple time winners, and it's flat, and it's in Florida. Weather's going to be good. It's quick jump on the plane up there, and he's locked in. Now this is not where the incident occurred over Thanksgiving. What are we now? 8 years ago?
Was it like 2012 or something like that? Wasn't it 2010?
So maybe 10 years ago. Wow. Yeah. So I don't know if Orlando brings back bad memories. It's like, I'm never going to Orlando again. It got the little shell shock. The wheels hit the tarmac, and you kind of jars you a little bit. Maybe not. But I do think Bay Hill could make a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. So the majors. So we've got Augusta. We know where that's at. Mm-hmm. We've got I'm going to try and get these in order. We've got the PGA, which I think is in May, and that's going to be in Rochester at Oak Hill Country Club. We've got the US Open, which is LA Country Club. And we've got the Open at Royal Liverpool, which Tiger has won at before. Yeah. So out of those four, he says he wants to play all four. Okay. Yeah. Do you think what's the over under? Give me so over under 2.5, 2.5 majors over under.
I think he goes over. I think he can play 3. I don't think he plays 4. I think he misses either the PGA or the US Open. Potentially misses the US Open, preparing for the Open.
Preparing for the Open. Could be. Yeah, I would think that so I think Augusta's a lock. I think LA Country Club is a lock over Rochester in May. Yeah. Weather could be cold up there. We saw Oklahoma did not bode well for Tiger this year. And at that point, is he even showing up? If he, if he's not feeling it, or is he going to try and tough it out? So I don't know. I guess the one other thing that's concerning about the Open at Liverpool, I like your way of thinking, by the way. It's like play the Masters, play the Open, be done with it, right? You're good to go. Skip the other two and just make sure you're ready and you're able to show up and compete. He said he wants to compete. He said he would love to win again, and he would like to win again. So
he actually basically had a tin cup comment of, I got every shot in the book, I just can't walk.
Exactly. Shooter.
Shooter.
So the only other thing about the Open is it's late in the year, man. It's the last major of the year. It's if he does try to work in a couple of other tournaments, what's that going to do to the body? Is it going to happen? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I like the Open and Augusta for sure. The other two, I don't know, but
I think with him, I think you'll see him play hero. You know, he'll play two to 2.5 majors.
Yeah.
And that'll be it. But he'll say he wants to play Rev. He wants to play Muirfield. And he will never say he doesn't want to play him, right? Because he wants to show respect and everything. But in reality, he probably knows he's never going to play him.
Yeah, I mean, wanting to and able to are two different things, right?
Like I want to be able to speak French, but I don't. Why? Because I don't
Oui,
really,
oui.
don't really care enough, right?
Oui, oui, oui.
If you wanted to enough, you'd be speaking it, that kind of thing, you know. So that's he wants to play them all. The reality is he's not.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you what I was drinking, by the way. Hold on. I got some more Tiger stuff for you, but so you're gonna love this one. So I got to playing around. So it's getting cold. It's wintertime. Looking for something good. This is a bourbon. No. Let me reframe that. Maybe I've had a couple. This is a bacon fat washed bourbon, maple old fashioned.
Oh,
and
nice.
Holy shit, is it good?
Oh man,
it is.
That's good.
This is good. So I rendered down 5 pieces of bacon, got the fat. I had a bottle of Four Roses single barrel. Could have been my friend's bottle shop store pick. And put those together, let them sit overnight. Stuck it in the freezer for about an hour the next day. Strained it 3 times. And here's what you get: a damn tasty cocktail, man. Who doesn't
it's
like bacon?
It's kind of like a cocktail smoothie. I mean, it's got all the food groups in it, and that's all you got to do. You just kind of have 3 of those a day, and you're good to go.
I like to call it a protein shake.
The protein shake. There you go. Yeah. 100%. You should bottle that up.
I already have it. It's already bottled. it's already a thing. Okay, so
ready to drink.
So back to
on the shelf.
Right in the all right, back to Tiger. So we got the match coming up this week. It's going to be on Saturday. So here's what I mean, I guess I get it. I don't know. So this match is going to be for Hurricane Ira relief. It's what they're raising money for.
Okay.
And well, it is hard as hell to find out any information about this thing. I mean,
very secretive.
Go to the website. Go to the website. I mean, you can see who's playing, but they don't. I mean, there's not a lot of There's. I mean, so I guess. Do you think that's the allure? Is like they're trying to, like the it's like wouldn't be a teaser, but but it's like a teaser, right? It's like we're not giving you the information because we want you. We need to make sure you're tuning in. We want you to be curious about what's happening. That way you tune in for sure, and that way we get ratings, because the past few have been kind of shit. I mean, not much.
Well, let's call a spade. It's all been downhill since Phil left. Right?
Yeah.
Phil was the marketeer.
What Phil competes in the next match. What is that, like 40-1, 200-1? What do we got? Phil competes in the next one. What do you call the odds at on that one?
Oh man, yeah, give it 50-1. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
they should do a live PGA match. That should be the icebreaker, right?
Yeah, I think the lawsuit.
It'd be like Norman versus Monahan.
I think the lawsuit has is conflicting with that agreement to be signed.
Details.
I know.
Put Phil in the Shark versus Tiger and Monahan. Put them all 4 out there.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. I mean, come on.
That's right. Open bar.
Jesus, open the bar up. So all right. So it's so the match is going to be Tiger Woods and one Rory McIlroy against your pal JT.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan Spieth, who didn't love Spieth Island. So they're going to be playing at Pelican Golf Club, which it must be really fancy because I've never heard of it, in Bel Air, Florida. Now I know it's really fancy because it's in Bel Air. I don't know anything about this place. I can go and find something about it, but they're not releasing anything about it per se. And they're going to 12 holes. So we've got a shortened window. And I thought there was a typo out of the limited amount of information that they provided. Extremely limited amount of information that's been provided. They had the date correct this coming Saturday, and they had the time, and they had the time. 7
place.
p.m. 7 and the place 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, it said coverage is going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'm like, well, hold on just a second. So December on the East Coast, regardless of where you live, at 6 o'clock,
It's dark.
it's dark.
It's dark.
You ain't playing golf. No golf.
Yeah.
Well, hold tight, my friend. They're going to be playing this under the lights.
No, like the first one.
I
Remember in Las Vegas, it was Tiger and Phil.
The end of it was under the lights. It didn't start under the lights. But yeah, but the end of it, the playoff or whatever that. But yes, and I'm like, I mean, are we going to be able to see the ball flight? Are they going to have TrackMan there? Are we going to? I mean, because if it's dark, I mean, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. I think.
We'll just trust the process.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
But these guys, they don't generally have to go looking for their ball, so that's a good thing, right? Unlike us.
Did you see DeChambeau and Brooksy play? I mean, they were spraying that shit all over the place.
Yeah, but that was DeChambeau and Brooksy. This these are not like these class acts. These guys not that bar over there. Like the one you heard of before. This one here. This one's the right one. Yeah. I read through all the details, and I'm with you. I couldn't find much about the format. I did see that if it went into a playoff, that it was going to go into pickleball instead.
Well, that just changed my wager, because I'm definitely going to have to throw something at against Tiger, because I feel like his pickleball days are about over.
Probably so.
I'm just looking to see if we got any. I don't have any odds out on this thing yet. So nothing to bet. Nothing to bet yet. All right. But so who you taking? You taking just outright? You taking JT? Let's put a bottle of bourbon. You tell me who you're going to pick, and then I'll set some parameters around it. But I'm gonna let you pick the winning team.
JT and Spieth. Yeah, I think so. I mean, Tiger has been practicing, and he said he's got every shot in the book, but not much competitive. I mean, he'll play fine, and these things are, who knows what the format's really going to be and all that. But no, I'll take. I don't think you can go wrong with JT and Spieth. Right?
Okay, so I'm gonna. So I'll.
They're kind of like, if in wrestling terms, are they like the Bash Brothers, or what would you give them a nickname?
Ooh, that's the Rock and Roll Express right there, man.
Rock and Roll Express right there. There you go.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, so I'll take that bet for a bottle.
Okay.
We'll keep the bottle reasonable. However, right, I'll take that bet. Jordan and JT have to win, because this is me making an assumption.
Yep.
I'm assuming that it's going to be match play.
Yeah.
And they have to win by at least 2 points, 2 holes, whatever they're going to record it as. Got to win by 2. Got to win by 2.
That.
Win by 2. So I'll take. Listen, have you been watching what's been going on in golf in the 2022 calendar year? Do you not know who the new Superman is?
Who's the new Superman?
Well, let's just say he's got an Irish accent, Slangy.
That's true. That's true. Oh, it's already. Oh man, he's probably not even going to show up. It's already fixed.
He is going to carry. He's going to carry Tiger Woods to victory. It's going to carry him to victory. I don't know how it can't happen. I don't know how that can.
It's a good point. It's a real good point.
Don't know how it can't be a thing. What else do we miss out on, man? What else is what's going on in the golf world?
Have they announced any of the announcers or anything like that for this? Is Chuck going to be there? Trevor Immelman.
What about Barkley? Where's Barkley at?
Yeah. Where's Trevor and Chuck and
Paige Saranic? Paige Saranic? Is she? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. It's hard to find any noise on these jokers. Keep it. Hey, I tell you what. If we don't tell anybody, maybe they'll never find out.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Golf wise, I think that's majority of the stuff that we needed to cover. I know we need to do our predictions going into next year. We need to do all the majors. Let me ask you this real quick. Does a live guy win a major next year?
I gotta think about that. So It's a soft maybe.
It is a
All
soft
right.
maybe. Yeah.
Let's well, hold on. We got time to kill. Let's
They
take
played pretty well in the majors this year, and if you really count it, I mean, Cam Smith did win. After he joined Live after, but still.
All right, here you go. Brooks Koepka, 25-1 for the Masters. Cam Smith, 14-1. I mean, maybe
What's
it could be
DJ?
Could be Cam Smith. Where you at, DJ? Where's the Deej? Let's see who else I see on here. Paul Casey, 66-1. I must have overlooked him. Oh yeah, he's DJ's 20-1. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, people are thinking 20-1. Why in the hell would I ever bet that? Well, let me tell you, you'd bet that because okay, go bet on football and see what you get. you ain't getting double digits on anything when it comes to football. So 20-1 all of a sudden doesn't look that bad. Who else is in here that might be Bucky Fowler? Is Bucky actually going to play in the Masters? I don't know about that. Bubba Watson, 80-1. What's it? Bubba's a 3-time winner. Is that right?
2-time, I think.
2-time winner.
Yeah.
Who else? Finau, 25. Let's see if there's anything hot. Abe Answer, 66-1. Louis, 66-1. I don't know. There could be some. Okay, I'm talking about odds. You ask a direct question.
Yep.
I don't think so. I don't think that a live player is going to win a major, and I think the pressure is going to be. I think it's going to be too much, man. I think that, and when I say the pressure, I mean I think there's just going to be so much hype and noise around it. I think it's gonna mess with the most utilized club in the bag, which it's your head.
Did you see Cam Smith win in Australia the week before last?
Well, no, I didn't, but
he won. He won in Australia the week before last, and then
I saw that he won. I thought you were saying,
no,
I see?
No,
that he was...
there was a good clip of him. He was in a bar celebrating with a beer in hand, watching himself put it in. You gotta love that guy.
At least the Sharks rubbing off on him. There you go.
You gotta love that guy. Yeah.
I mean, he is Australian. He's probably top 5 golfer in the world right now. I'm not talking about
anybody can win it. Be him, right? If anybody's gonna win, probably. Yeah. What was his odds? What'd you say he was? 8-1.
He was 14-1.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I think I might take that.
I know. I just put 100 on it.
There you go.
100 tokens. 100 tokens.
So what else? Yeah, I think we covered most of the golf stuff. Watch anything fun on the plains?
So I'm caught up on Tulsa King. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like it's kind of a different role for Sly, and there's a little comedic relief kind of thrown in there that he's kicking around. I like Sly as the Italian gangster. I mean, they don't call him the Italian stallion for nothing.
Exactly.
So that caught up on Tombstone. Tombstone's getting Yellowstone. I'm also caught up on Tombstone. But I'm caught up on Yellowstone. That's continuing to deliver. Is there another? I'm actually asking this before I forget. Is there another season of Yellowstone coming out, or is this it?
I don't think you stop doing this, right? No.
Nah, well, I don't know.
There's more. I think there's more. I think it's got too much audience. I think it's going to keep doing them and doing them and doing them. There is a new show coming out.
Yeah, it's like
in a couple of weeks.
14 or something. It's got
Harrison Ford.
It's got Indiana Jones in it.
Indiana Jones,
I mean,
and a Bond. It's got a Bond in there too, right? I think there's a Bond in there.
Yeah, a Bond. Indiana Jones. I mean, how can that not be just a whip ass show?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
What's the next spinoff? I mean, when's Rip going to get his own show?
Ooh, that'd be a good one. We actually are. Here's the thing, though. They're kind of ruining the Yellowstone with that because they're showing some of that, pre kind of Rip stuff when he was a kid. Like, hey, Taylor, save that for a prequel. We need the Rip prequel. Yeah,
I'm not good at keeping my mouth closed either, so I know where he's coming from.
I know.
I know the drill there.
Yeah.
So. That's kind of nothing else that's noteworthy that I would say that I've been. I'm not caught up on the White Lotus yet. I gotta get to that one. I've been playing golf. Man. I've been busy. I've been journaling.
I know. It's been good.
I've been journaling.
Boy, I can't wait to see what's in that thing.
Oh boy, can't you? So all in all, I don't know what any other shows. If I missed anything, what did I miss? What I missed show wise?
I like the White Lotus right now. I like Tulsa King and Yellowstone, and then I like Fleischman is in Trouble. It's a one with Jesse Eisenberg. It's pretty good too.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet, so I got to check that one out. I'll
Yeah.
Fleischman is in Trouble. What is it? Like a murder mystery comedy?
Kind of. It's kind of a dramedy mystery thing where it's Claire Danes plays his ex-wife, and she kind of goes missing, and he doesn't know what's going on, and he's got all this drama in his life, and it's just fun. It's just
Nice.
fun. It's not exactly a comedy, but it's fun.
A
Yeah.
dramedy. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna need you to use that and brush up on your on your film lingo, because we'll be
Mm.
recording with Filmland Spirits coming up pretty soon. We'll be sipping on one of their
Ooh.
one of their whiskeys. That
Nice.
should be fun to get out to folks. All right, so I'll say let's wrap it up, but don't go anywhere yet, because I want to talk. I need to catch up on some fantasy football.
Okay. Real quick though. Real
Go ahead,
quick.
Ruth, go ahead.
Does Tiger actually play this week? And if not, who subs for him?
I mean, I think he has to. No,
Well, he didn't play last week. He's got the foot thing.
No. Okay, but they're going to have golf carts. They'll be in golf carts.
Oh,
So yeah, so 100%. Absolutely.
Okay.
Chips are all
Okay.
in that Tiger. I mean, barring like a 7-iron to the face, I say Tiger Woods.
I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna
I
keep
say
a good eye
Woods.
on him. If that's Dooley Hill out there instead of him, I'm gonna recognize it.
Oh, Rory McIlroy will have something to say about that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hey, by the way, thanks for listening to the show. If you're not liking it, you should. If you're not subscribed, you should be. And leave a review. 5 stars, 1 star, any stars will be fine. Looking forward to bringing some more golf content to you and spirits in the near future. All right, so Dan,
Mhm.
man, by the skin of my teeth. Yeah, boy, what about Tua? What about that big? What about that W for the Fins, man?
Well, not a W last week, but so the biggest game of the year is his worst game of the year. Like, thanks. Yeah, great. I mean, it was tough. It's the 49ers got a great defense, right? But that was not good yesterday. No.
They did take Garoppolo out, so I mean, I guess they got a little bit of a revenge game coming back there.
Good point. Yeah, that's a rough one there. Yeah.
Yeah, I am weaseling my way back into my fantasy football standings, by the way. So I started out pretty rough, and I think I'm at 8-5 now, I believe.
That's
So,
good.
8-5.
Yeah.
8. I'm back up to 8-5. So I am going to make it to the playoffs. And some of the folks that are leading the pack, I think they're a little player hungry with some injuries and things that are going on. So I actually think I got a bit of a chance to get there. So I get it. I'm in the playoffs. So there you go.
Nice. Yeah, it's a fun year. There's a lot of bye weeks. So I think like 6 bye weeks this week, so that's going to be a little rough. But yeah, I mean, the Fins for me right now, I don't know. We're kind of at 50-50 to make the playoffs because there's a lot of good teams out there. So, what about you? Who do you think? Who do you got going to the bowl? Anybody yet?
Who's going to the bowl? I mean, it's going to be hard to stop the Bengals. I think the Bengals could be there, and I mean, they just upset the Chiefs.
I know that's a big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, could we see a repeat? Maybe.
Well, not with LA. No, I don't think he's not. They're not going. But yeah, I mean, the Bengals could go. But yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, not a repeat. But yeah, so Bengals.
Not a purely debate, but you're saying with them.
Yeah, with the Bengals. Yeah, LA. There's no chance in hell they're going. I don't know, man. Who?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
fun. It's a fun year.
Yeah, I don't know who to go with on that one. What's the schedule looking like coming up? What do we got?
With who?
Or for you got any trips planned? You got any golf plans? Got any bourbon drinking planned? What you got going on?
It's a pretty mellow December. Got some minor trips here in North Carolina, plan going to the mountains later in the month. Going to do some skeet shooting, some sporting clay, stuff like that's
Oh.
going to be fun. But not a whole lot of stuff outside of that. Next year, Florida earlier in the year. What about you?
I mean, just start
Like
naming.
old course next week, and then
Old
you're playing
Course,
Augusta
Streamsong.
in January, and
gonna Augusta, late January. Yeah, hoping to get to Augusta. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But no, it's all good, man. It's been a great year, and we got to come back on soon. Maybe next week we'll give our predictions for the 2023 calendar year.
let's do a predictions and then maybe a holiday list.
Ooh, we definitely need a holiday list.
It's kind of late to do a holiday list, but we need to go ahead and do one. I
Is
guess.
it?
So,
I mean, a lot of people wait to the last minute,
well, that's what we are.
and they're waiting to the last minute because they don't know what to buy. They just need a little
That's true.
little encouragement. I say
That's
drink
true.
more before you go shopping. It'll help to
Well.
it'll help you make irrational and spontaneous decisions.
100%.
All right, Danny. Until next time.
Okay. Cheers.